Hey, what's up, you guys? Hey, Anthony here. Hey, and today I want to explore something that a lot of us go through, but sometimes don't fully recognize. And that's the difference between thinking and overthinking. You see, thinking is natural, it helps us analyze situations, solve problems, and make decisions that guide us forward. Now, overthinking, on the other hand, it happens when this process goes too far. Instead of helping us, it traps us in a cycle of negative thoughts, making problems seem bigger and scarier than they really are. And I'm sure that this is something that we all have experienced at some point in our lives. And to explain this situation better, let me share a couple of personal experiences with you. I once had to take antibiotics for an infection that I had. Now, I'm not someone who likes taking medication, especially when it's new. And after I started taking this antibiotic, I decided to look up the possible side effects online. Wrong thing to do. I found out that some of the side effects were itching, headaches, and swelling. And guess what? I almost immediately convinced myself I was experiencing all of these symptoms. I began to feel itchy, I got a headache, and I thought my ankles looked swollen. Crazy, right? I eventually went to ER, and when I talked to the doctor about it, he told me it was all in my mind, a result of overthinking. And you know what? He was absolutely right. Our brains are designed to analyze and find solutions, which is incredibly useful. But when we face stressful situations, whether it's health problems, relationship issues, or work stress, our thinking can spiral out of control. Instead of accepting reality and moving forward, we might get stuck in overthinking. And at times we might even try to avoid or deny what's happening because it feels scary, uncomfortable, or maybe even painful. This avoidance can also trigger repetitive what if questions and worst case scenarios. Now, I've also experienced another situation recently while waiting for medical test results for kidney cancer. The uncertainty made me anxious, but this time I did not let my thoughts spiral into panic. I made a conscious effort to focus on positive and truthful thoughts. I found strength by standing on my faith. And there's a passage from the Bible, Philippians 4:8, which encourages us to think about things that are true, honorable, just, pure, lovely, and commendable. Now, it wasn't easy, especially when fear was trying to creep in. But focusing on these kinds of thoughts, it helped me to manage my anxiety and stop my mind from racing. I felt peace. I really did. It was a peace that surpassed all human understanding, a peace that only God could give. Now, when the test results finally came back, they were negative. No signs of kidney cancer. I felt a deep sense of gratitude. Thank you, Lord. And as I was talking to the nurse on the phone who was reading my results, I also noticed how surprised her voice sounded of the results. And that experience, it taught me an important lesson about how our minds work under pressure. And today, if you catch yourself stuck in repetitive, anxious thoughts full of what if scenarios, take a moment to pause, ground yourself in the reality of the situation, and focus clear, positive facts instead of imagining the worst. While finding peace in difficult times, it isn't always easy, but is definitely possible. And for some, Faith or spiritual beliefs provide great and strength like it did for me. But no matter your path, knowing the difference can change how you handle life challenges for the better. Well, with that being said, I want to thank you for listening, and I want you to have a great day. And remember that there is a difference between thinking and overthinking. Until next time.